Well, talking about that issue of food security, of course, it's top on the list. Talking about why we have the protest on the street. Let's speak now to the Commissioner of Agriculture and Food Security, Otumba Tola Fasheru from Osun State. The commissioner in Osun State. Perhaps he could tell us what's going there. Good morning, Commissioner. Thank you for your time. Well, we do know, interesting scenario in Osun State yesterday. We saw heavily armed security personnel providing security for hundreds of protesters who converged. I think one of the areas was Olaya Bridge, and they were conducting open church service. Interesting one, but how's the protest and how's the government handling the protest in Osun State?
Thank you very much, Ini. Thank you for having me. As you are aware, His Excellency, our governor, the governor of Osun State, Ashiwaju, Dr. Senator Nuruddin Jackson Ademola Adeleke, is a pro-people person, and what he did was to engage the people, these organizers, to make them understand that yes, there's hardship, there are issues, but we should not spoil what we already have going for us. And so whatever protest that they're going to be making, it should be peaceful. So that went well with them. And of course, because they can see the body language of the governor, they can see what he has been doing, the welfare policy that he has been doing, injecting billions of naira into the economy, paying the workers as at when due, meeting up the obligations of the pensioners, that which was not the case before he came in, paying even arrears of salaries, and all of that. So they understand that yes, this governor means well for them. We're paying bursary to the students and all. With this busing monies to the cooperative societies. And he also believes that Osun economy should be for the Osun people. And so we have the local content in the project that we are implementing. You see the road projects going on, the infrastructure. You see what we are doing, even in a whole lot of things, agriculture, ensuring that at least there is things are made better and people can see his efforts. Generally, I think that's the sum total, and of course, engaging the security apparatus in the state, working with them to ensure that law and order is preserved.
Yeah, so I mean, since you're Commissioner of Agriculture, and we know that food inflation is a major driver of the agitation and the protest, we'd like to know what we know. The federal government has put a 150 import-free day, 150-day import-free duty for food to be imported in the country. I think there was a clarification that that's going to end in September. We'd like to know what Osun State is doing for the people. At least I'm sure that if the people have food, affordable food, perhaps some of that they may not even join the protest.
Yeah, absolutely. Osun State, we take the issue of food security as a very, we put in the front line. And you see, my governor was the first governor to set up a food security committee to ensure that we galvanize input from various sectors on the way to address these problems. And the committee had submitted their recommendations, and immediately His Excellency set up the implementation committee, and they're already at work. And a lot of these recommendations have been put to operation. One of the things they suggested, of course, was mechanization of our farms, tractorization and all of that. You can see that we've brought in tractors now. We have delivery of tractors for the farmers, and some of the issues of the issue of security as well in the farms. We brought together the stakeholders, and then, of course, the security apparatus, every one of them, the Amotekun, the civil defense, the police, the army, the Air Force, all of them, to ensure that, yes, we have security in the farms, and that our people are able to go to farm without any fear of molestation. So again, where you see some of the palliatives that have been distributed, we ensure that it got down to the lowest level. Lowest level. Yeah. Am I on?
Mr. Fasheru,
am I on?
Hello, Mr. Fasheru.
Hello.
Okay. I wonder what happened there. I think there was an interruption. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Well, it looks like we have a little
Hello.
Okay, can you hear me, Mr.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, do you want to conclude your thoughts?
Yes, so basically we're working on that. Then we're putting together now a food mat to ensure that food gets to our people at relatively moderate prices. We are also working on engaging the traditional rulers to engage the market women, everyone working together to see that we can manage the prices so it doesn't go out of hand. So, these are efforts.
So when
we are also ensuring that fertilizers, inputs like fertilizers, chemicals, seedlings are made available to our farmers across the board.
All right, Mr.
Supporting every sector.
All right, Mr. Fasheru, when you say manage the prices, perhaps other states could learn. How do you manage the prices?
Well, basically, like I said, we're working with our traditional rulers. It's a voluntary thing. It's an understanding of the times. And we're engaging the market associations, on voluntary price control. So that they just, we've seen a lot of arbitrary price increases all over the country. People over profiteering. And so we are engaging our market associations and then bringing in our traditional rulers. So at the end of the day, we need a peaceful state. We need a state that people can feed well, a robust economy, And so it's our job, it's everybody's job, And that's what we're doing. And then, of course, we're giving incentives to them. And they can see what we are doing. They can feel the governor. They can see his move. They can see his passion. And then, of course, we are talking about the home gardens. Everybody, we need to do the bit that we can do. The vegetables, pepper, all those things. We can still do all of that at the back of our houses, and we're doing desensitization.
All right, Mr. Fasheru.
So it's a real work. It's a real work. It's an intentional work. Yes.
So obviously, Mr. Fasheru, is an intentional one. Now, one of the points that have been used to criticize President Bola Tinubu's speech yesterday was that he did not directly attend to the request of the protesters. There was no timeline to say maybe in this amount of months you should expect this and all of that. In Osun State, do you have timelines as to what people can expect? And then what can the nation expect from Osun State? I mean, of course, after satisfying domestic demands when it comes to food.
In Osun State, we are acting. I mean, it's a daily work. It's something that keeps us busy. It's something that we think about. It's something that Excellency always is asking me and giving directives, moving. You can see, putting up committees here, looking over it, ensuring that it gives this support. So we are acting immediately. We are getting fresh lands, fresh farmlands across the local government. We said each of the local government must deliver a minimum of 1,000 hectares. At the end of the day, we're getting about 31,000 hectares, which we are engaging youth, agripreneurs, training them. These are things that we're already doing. These are things that we're already doing. So, and of course, we know that time is of essence. And everybody can see we're carrying, and most of the time I'm on the media, people are engaging us, and we're telling them, if you need this support, already we have cassava stems. We're calling on the cassava growers, come and get your stems, come and plant. We need to boost this thing, and in a short while, the supply will be there. The supply will be there, and then of course automatically, things will get better. But while we're doing all of this, people are seeing what we're doing. And we're doing palliatives here and there to ensure that our people are not hungry. We do not want hunger in Osun. And of course, there's peace. You'll notice that Osun State is one of the most, I will even say, the most peaceful state in the whole of the Federation. So these are efforts that we are making, and they can see it beyond lip service.
All right, Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture and Food Security in Osun State, Mr. Fola Fasheru. Thank you so much, and wish you the very best.
Thank you, Ine. Thank you for having me.
Let's take a break. When we come back, perhaps we can have a feel of what's going on in the field right here on Business Morning. Stay with us.